Tomato harvest has been really good this year. So today I'm taking a batch and I'm going to dehydrate them. So what I do for that is I take my strawberry huller and I cut out the core at the top like this. And then you need a very sharp knife, and I just slice them into small or thin slices, maybe not quite 1/4 of an inch thick. I'll show you after I get done with this tomato. I don't like to talk and slice at the same time. Like this. And then I set them aside, and when I get ready to put them in the dehydrator, I'll show you how that works. But here, I'll do another one just so you can see. Strawberry huller. Pulls out the core. And again, it doesn't work unless your knife is really, really sharp. I have tried doing this with a mandolin, and I have a professional mandolin, and no matter how many times I have tried, it just doesn't work well, especially if you have really juicy tomatoes. They're just not cut out, for lack of a better word, for dealing with tomatoes. So that's it. You can see, there they are. I have a big professional stainless steel dehydrator. I couldn't think of the word there for a minute. So I've pulled out the bottom 4 trays, and then I bring them over to my sink because they have to be sprayed with cooking spray before you put anything on them. And I've got my tomatoes here in a bowl, ready to go. And then I just take the tomatoes out one by one, and I line them up on the tray like this. And this is a little bit tedious, as I'm sure you can imagine, so I won't show you too much of this, but I'll show you when I'm done. So you can see it's all full. All the racks are covered with tomatoes, so all that's left done to do now is to shut it and set it. Now I set it on high and I let it go for a full 12 hours. The house will smell heavenly while they're dehydrating. When they're done, I'll show you what they look like. All right, now it's time to open it up and check and see how they're done. And as you can see, they are beautifully dried. See, now I just have to take them off and store them for the winter. To do that, I just have some clean, dry quart jars ready, and I put the tomatoes in there. Sometimes they're a little tricky to remove, but that's okay. And I just I take them off and I fill the jars like that. Sometimes you get ones that dry like this, and so I'll break them off in pieces. See, little pieces like that. And I save a specific jar just for crumbles. You see in there? And this will fill up, and then I have little crumbles for like omelets or to add to soup where I don't need whole pieces or whatever. It works out really well.